Hello and welcome to my 100% playthrough of Scythe. This is Map24 Hatred, and as you can see we've got 112 monsters and one secret. So doing my best to strafe around, punch your way out of that area to begin with. Grab all rocket boxes, grab the red key, keep moving. Got good health, so going to go for this lift straight away. See if I can steal that soul sphere, and then I was trying to strafe run in, but I just ran out of time. Let's try that again. Just watching the cyber demon at my back, and then get inside and just get out of the way. I want lots of health in here because the revenants here are very challenging for me. So let's just take a little space here and take down as much as we can. We can try and dodge stuff if it makes sense, but really we just need stuff not to come in, and then we'll be able to survive. There we go. Okay, that's gone okay. That's gone okay. That's about as good as it'll go for me. Okay, so I was just showing myself to the cyber demon there, so it'll fire rockets, and when it does, it hits the monsters waiting at the bottom of that lift that I've pathed over, and they all infight, which is nice. So let them get on with their infighting, and we'll keep going. This is another tough challenge. More revenants. This is the second wave. I deal with some from here, fall back, and then deal with the rest from here. So you know, you can start a chain of rockets to begin with, just so you can get a bit of damage out of the way early on, and then pat them around to where you want them. That's pretty good and effective way of doing it. And just dodge in when you need to. That's pretty good. I'll be honest, it's about as good as it's ever gone for me. So I'm happy with that. Health is good, don't even need the souls for there really. So let's keep going. We've got a couple of barons here. They're guarding the blue key, so let's get the blue key off them. So there's a secret here that took me a long time. It probably took me half an hour to find this. But if you shoot that texture, it opens the wall at the back. And now that that's open, we can spawn in loads of monsters. Oops, I ran into that. Let's get out of here. I like to open this up early on. 2 barons come out, and I like to try and get those rockets at them. And then come in here and take out the 2 Raktatron. Even though there can be quite good help in terms of infighting. That's pretty good. We don't need everything to infight, but it can be helpful. I'm just going to run around a little bit. Really, you'd like the cyber demon infighting stuff. That's what you really want. But be very careful with that archvile, because it can target you over quite a long distance. So one of my key priorities will be taking that one down. And always be wary with Cacodemon, because they can block your path really easily because they're infinite height. So a cloud of Cacodemon can close down your space really, really quickly. Getting a bit hung up on geometry there, just need to be a bit more careful. And I want to get rid of that archvile I was saying. Okay, did some good damage there. See if we can finish it off before stuff crowds me. Okay, well I did, but that wasn't quite what I was aiming for. Let's grab the Berserk pack, get the rocket launcher back on pretty quickly. Okay. Okay, we're not so bad. They're infighting. I didn't really need to get involved in that, to be honest. But now we're free of the archvile, we can move around with an awful lot more freedom. Actually going to run into this area over here. The cyber demon will be targeting you, so be careful. There you go, you can see the rockets coming. Grab the cell packs, get out. Okay, so we can use this then if we need to take stuff down. The cyber demon's a bit of a pain to deal with, so you need to be careful. I'm wasting a lot of rockets there for no particular good reason. Okay, let's take on the cyber demon. Not really aiming to time this in any particular good way. Just want to take it down. Okay, let's grab a rad suit, throw on the super shotgun, get up top. We've got some pinkies to deal with. Don't hang around near the front too long, because there is stuff out there that'll scam you. Another 4 here, let's take them down. Just bump the pinkies. Oops. Well, I didn't do a good job of that pinky. Alright, throw on the BFG because you've got an archvile. Throw in the BFG shot early. And let's pick up all the stuff here. We're going to get Spider Mastermind in. Let's just get out of here quickly. So I don't want to get in too good a foothold in this map. Okay. So it just gives me a little bit of space to deal with it. It would be nice if it was infighting something, but I'm not too bothered. Just get a couple of shots. If you're not up close, it takes a couple of shots to take out a Spider Mastermind. So at least want to weaken it so I can run out and face tank it with a shot. There we go. Let's grab another rad suit, run back in, just get rid of those barons that are there. So I just need to run up the blocks. Could take these down relatively slowly with my super shotgun, but keep my rockets for the difficult to reach monsters, the mancubi. Oh, getting stuck there. Wasn't paying enough attention. Come on. Okay, nearly there. That's pretty good. We did pick up the yellow key, so actually just open up the exit door, get rid of this archvile while we're here so we know how many shots we've left to deal with the rest. I like to just keep using these shots. Okay, so not a lot of cells left. Let's throw on the rockets. I don't particularly like this bit because it's a bit, I don't know, it's a bit of a grind to get rid of loads of mancubi from windows that are high up. I don't have, for whatever reason, I haven't managed my ammo in a great way or haven't gotten loads of infighting going. So I'm going to have to do some stuff with a super shotgun on this. Okay, just let that clear. Okay. Run around a little bit here. There's another one down. Getting a couple of shots in on them as I go. But you gotta keep going because you can get scammed here pretty quickly. Reminds me of clearing barons from Memento Mori. Getting low on shells, that's not nice. Usually you'd have cells or rockets at this stage. Surprised I'm down to chain guns. Have to go and look for some ammo. Okay. What I got? Okay, we've got some cells here. Got some health as well. There we go. One for you, one over here. I'll do it. Okay. That's it. Let's finish up. So this one has been a very interesting one. This is the kind of map I really like to run and gun pretty hard. I will say with this one though, this is one of the first ones where I've practiced this one pretty heavily. So key areas of challenge for me have been really the two Revenant waves when you get up in the lift at the start. So that bit is, you know, I spent quite a long time practicing both of those just to get on top of the mechanics for how it works, and also just training myself in terms of dealing with hordes of Revenants, because you can get a lot of Revenants in one go and it can be a little bit challenging to deal with. But it's been good fun for that regard. That's something I've learned more about. The rest of the map has been kind of, at least you've got a little bit of space in the arena, you can move around, you can take some damage, but there's lots of health and things around as well. And then the next tricky bit is dealing with the Cyber Demon. And the easiest way to deal with the Cyber Demon from my side is just keep blasting with a BFG. Don't try and be precise. Don't try and two-shot kill it or anything like that. Just stand back at a reasonable distance, sidestep the rockets, and keep unloading the BFG until it disappears. But I'll say, like, this is one of the first ones I've played where, like, I've really had to rely on my practicing pretty heavily to move through this one. And my run here, 7 minutes, it's pretty quick for me. That's, like, really going for it in terms of pace to try and get through this as quickly as possible. But there are lots of different ways you can do this, so practice this your own way as well. I quite like running out of the start area as quickly as possible, picking up all the stuff, getting in good health, grabbing the Soul Sphere and getting up in the lift to the Revenants, taking all the Revenants down, and then going back into the arena and just allowing things to infight and taking things down as I go. So that's the way I like to do it. Once that arena clears off, take down the Cyber Demon, do the next bit, run out before the Spider Mastermind gets on top of you, take it down with a couple of BFG shots, and then clear up the rest of the level. So nothing overly challenging in it. As I say, I did struggle a little bit with the secret. It took me quite a long time to find that one, but thankfully I eventually found it. And the end as well with the mancubi, not really my thing. It reminded me a lot of Memento Mori Map24 Showdown, where, you know, at the end of the map you've got all of the barons up in cages and they're all wandering around doing their own things and firing at you. And it really takes a long time to try and take them down because they're not very compliant to stand still, and there's lots of them at high health. So very like the mancubi in taking all those down. But I did like the level, just ran it pretty hard, but had to practice this one really, really heavily. So with any ones I practice heavily, there's going to be lots of outtakes. So I've enjoyed this one. I hope you guys have too, and I'll see you in the next one. You need to strafe run to get that. So that's quite a tricky run I just did. Just walk out there to bring in the Revenants, and then when you need to, just try and dodge for a bit of cover. This is pretty tricky. You need to be standing back not to take splash damage here. That's why I like to get... Oh, that's why I like to get the Soul Sphere, but I just didn't get lined up there. If you line up in a good way on that, you can take them down pretty quickly without taking too much splash damage. So I did a bad job on that. Let's give it another go. Let's pick up the Super Shotgun next. Gonna call the lift and see if I can steal... Whoa! Ran straight into that one. Okay, that was painful. Let's move on and try that again. There we go. Just hit the Cyber Demon so I can take it on. Ah. Need to watch myself. Well, that didn't do much use. Not timing this in any particular way because we've got lots of cells. Ah. Okay. Maybe I should have been timing that, I think was the problem. Okay, let's give it another go.